Hey, Pastor Tim, have you ever played that game, Follow the Leader?
Oh, yeah, I sure have. You know, that reminds me of our lesson plan today, since we're starting a new curriculum about Elisha.
Yes.
You know what? In order to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower, and Elisha learned that firsthand.
He followed Elijah, right?
That's exactly right.
All right, kids, be ready. This is going to be a great lesson.
There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. In the beginning, God made everything. God simply spoke and the world came to be. He sent a flood and made everything new. He parted the sea and let his people walk through. He helped a boy bring a giant right down. Joshua marched, the walls fell to the ground. These acts of power are worthy of praise. But if you want to question my God and his ways, I'll look you in the eye and say, my God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. Though we are sinners, he still gave us worth. God sent his son to live here on the earth. He healed the sick, he made blind men see. He let the lame walk and he set the world free. He died on a cross and he rose from the grave. He conquered sin, he is mighty to save. He went to heaven and he's coming back. God's word is true, but if it's attacked, I'll look you in the eye and say, my God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. God the Spirit, God the Father, God the Son. 1 + 1 + 1 equals 1. God the Spirit, God the Father, God the Son. 1 + 1 + 1 equals 1. I want the world to know about my God. I wanna live so the whole world can see that my heart has changed, I'm forgiven and new. If people need proof, may they see it in me. Let's look the world in the eye. Let's look them in the eye and say, my God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. I'm not afraid because God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do.
Kindness, goodness, faithfulness too. Woo-hoo! Gentleness and self-control. Hey, we got spirit. How about you?
We got the fruit, yeah, yeah. The fruit of the Spirit. We got the fruit, yeah, yeah. This is how we live. We got the fruit,
Hey kids, my name is Jack Hammer, and I am an expert in tools, more specifically, power tools. I'm here today with my little brother Sledge. He doesn't know much about power tools, so I'm gonna teach him. Are you ready, Sledge?
Yeah, sure, bro.
All right, now the most important thing for you to remember today is that you must follow my every instruction. You must do everything that I do. Now today we're gonna be doing a very simple hammer and nail proposition.
You mean demonstration?
That's what I said. Now this hammer may not look like a power tool, but it actually is. It's solar powered. I charged it last night. Okay, now this hammer is fully charged. Now Sledge, one thing that we always want to focus on is a word that starts with the letter T. Do you know what that word is, Sledge?
Teamwork.
No, safety. Safety is always our main property.
Priority.
That's what I said. Now, we want to make sure that when we're using a hammer to always use the safety gloves, and the best gloves that you can possibly use in the shop to work with are mittens. Mittens.
Mittens? But there's no grip and your fingers are enclosed.
I know. Perfect. Now, put your mittens on. I took the library to buy you a pair.
Liberty.
Yes, little bro. I love freedom. Now, put your mittens on. All right. How do they feel?
Warm?
Perfect. Now grab your hammer. All right, now grab a nail. Okay, now you want to place the nail where you what's the word?
Hammer?
Yes, that's our last name. Oh yes, hit. All right, now you're gonna place the nail and you're just gonna swing back and you're just gonna go like.
Jack, I don't have a very good grip on this. I think it may.
Oh, just swing back and hit it. Well, looks like those hammers were too charged. Too much power, brother. Lesson learned.
What are we gonna tell your wife?
Same thing we always tell her.
Giant flying monkeys.
No, we'll tell her the truth. You broke it. Hey, you did a good job following my instructions, though. Reminds me of a powerful prophet in the Bible, Elisha.
Oh yeah? How so?
Well, Elisha was a faithful follower of another powerful prophet in the Bible, Elijah. And one day, something happened to Elisha that was absolutely investable.
You mean incredible?
That's exactly right, little brother. You know me so well. You're a pretty faithful follower of mine. These kids today are going to learn from God's powerful prophet Elisha on how to be a faithful follower as well.
Sounds like a great plan.
Indeed. Well, we need to go clean up your mess. This is Jack Hammer.
And Sledgehammer.
And we'll talk to you later when the clock says it's hammer time. I wonder where.
I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it! Did you hear that? Did you hear that, you beautiful little dumpling? I did it! Here, shake my hand.
Oh my goodness. You shocked me, Cody. Why did you do that?
Oh, yeah, I did. You know what? It's from the experiments. That's pretty cool, huh?
I wouldn't call that cool at all. More like
Awesome! Amazing! Incredible!
no, more like
Audacious! Just plain spiffy.
more like painful. It was very painful.
Yeah, I guess that one too. All right, enough. Serious? As I was saying earlier, I did it!
Oh, I'm afraid to ask. What did you do, Cody?
Well, my latest and greatest invention, you fluffy little buddy. Hang on for a second.
Oh, I wonder what he has. Do you know what he has? What is this?
Behold!
It looks like a dog leash.
Huh, a dog leash!
Okay, so
It is a dog leash, yes, but I have improved it. I present to you the fiendishly outstanding long leash operation with electrical righteousness, or follower for short. It will revolutionize how people follow instructions.
So this helps people follow. How does it do that?
Well, observe.
Oh,
Oh, this way.
oh boy. Okay.
This way.
Oh boy. Oh,
This way.
oh no.
Who's a good follower? That's a good boy. You are a good follower. Yes, you are.
It's just a normal dog leash, Cody. That's nothing cool about this.
Oh, really? Then why do I have a secret button on it right here?
Oh my!
It's electrical righteousness.
Oh goodness, Cody.
That way, you're only gonna go where I want you to go. I'm a genius.
Oh, Cody, you're crazy, and that's not helping people to be faithful followers. It's forcing people to do it. Here, I'm putting this back here.
You're saying that I should add more electricity?
No. Faithful followers, it means being committed. You know, it means that they'll follow no matter what the circumstances, good or bad.
Well, I'm sorry, but I just don't have time for this. Do you know just how many ginormous brain cells I have? Why else would I have my hair looking like this? It barely fits inside of the hat that I wear. A scientist such as myself shouldn't be wasting my time listening to the likes of you.
A coronavirus hairdo, huh? Well, you know, I definitely think you need to hear this because you sound prideful. And a committed follower is humble. They're not full of themselves like you are.
Me? Be a follower?
Yes.
Of who?
Yes, you need to be a follower of God. Today's lesson is about being a faithful follower, receives God's blessing and power.
Power? Did you say power? Like thunderbolts from the fingertips. 1.21 gigawatts, awesome power! Yep, I'm in. I can't wait to see you again. We're gonna be best buddies, you know. Farewell, dumplings! I'll just leave myself out.
Okay.
I'm Crazy Cody. See you later.
Okay, goodbye.
Hello everyone, my name is Ben. My name is Glenn. We are here to pop you up, yeah. Hey, Glenn and I are power lifters. That's right, and we're here today to teach you today's power buzz. That's right. Yeah, but before we do, I have a joke. Oh, well, what is it? It is knock knock. Who's there? Wanda. Wanda who? Want to teach you this power verse? Well, of course I do. I love the power verse. So do I. Today's power verse says, if any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your cross, and follow me. Matthew 16:24. Oh, that was a powerful power verse, Glenn. Hey, do you know what we need? What? We need the boys to stand up, come on boys, stand up and say the power verse with me or Sven on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, really powerful. 2, nice and strong. 3, if any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your cross, and follow me. Matthew 16:24. Yeah! That was really powerful, boys. You can sit down, Yeah, but you know what we need now? What? We need the girls to stand up. Yeah, stand up right now. Yeah, and say the power words with me on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. If any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your cross, and follow me. Matthew 16:24. Oh yeah, good job. You can have a seat. Yeah. You know what? Today's power verse is all about how you can be a good follower. But some people, they don't want to be a follower. They just want to be a leader and be all bossy.
Yeah, Bossy McBritches.
Yeah, what he said. But you got to know something. You got to be a good follower before you can be a good leader.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I want everyone to follow my instruction. Yeah, and everybody stand up and say the power verse with me and my brother on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
If any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your cross, and follow me. Matthew 16:24.
Oh,
That was very powerful. Sit down, sit down.
yeah. Well, sadly, we must go.
But until next time when we teach you another powerful power verse, my name is Ben.
My name is Glenn.
And we'll see you next time when we pop you up.
All right, today, kids, for our Bible story, we are going to talk about Elisha. And the topic of what we're going to be talking about is how to be a faithful follower. And our lesson today, it starts in 1st and 2nd Kings. And the Bible story is right there where we're going to be looking today, is in 1st and 2nd Kings. And Elisha was out working in the field. He was just a regular guy doing regular work. Suddenly, a man showed up. It was the prophet Elijah. Elijah walked over and placed his cloak around the shoulders of Elisha. And he told Elisha, "Follow me." Immediately, Elisha left his farm and started following Elijah. For many years, Elijah taught Elisha what it meant to be faithful to God. One day, Elijah knew that his time on earth was coming to an end. He and Elisha passed by some young prophets in the town of Bethel. The young prophets called out to Elisha and said, "Hey, don't you know that God is going to take your master from you today?" They knew that God was coming to get Elijah, and they were basically telling Elisha, "Come on, join us. Your master isn't going to be around much longer." Elisha turned to Elijah and said, "I will not leave you." So Elijah asked Elisha, "What can I do for you before the Lord takes me from you?" Elisha answered, "I want a double portion of the Spirit of God placed on you." That meant that Elisha was asking for God to give him 2 times the amount of anointing and power he was given Elijah. Wow, that's a lot. Elijah was one of the most powerful prophets of all time. And Elisha was asking God to make him twice as powerful. Elijah responded, "You have asked a hard thing. But if you are with me when I am taken away, then God will do it for you." And they began walking a bit farther. Suddenly, a chariot of fire appeared from heaven. It scooped Elijah up and carried him to heaven. On the way up to heaven, Elijah's cloak fell off of him and landed on the ground. Elisha picked up the cloak, walked over to the Jordan River that was nearby, and hit the water with Elijah's cloak. The young prophets from earlier were standing on the other side, and they were watching the river. Suddenly, when the cloak hit the water split down the middle, and Elisha walked across on dry land. That's just amazing. Upon seeing this, the entire group of young prophets rushed to meet Elisha. They bowed before him and said, "The spirit of Elijah now rests on you, Elisha." The same guy who was telling him to leave Elijah. and follow them. Now, they are following him. That's pretty amazing, don't you think? Today, you are going to learn some important lessons from Elisha. You're going to learn all about the importance of being a faithful follower. Have you ever played a game called Follow the Leader? Well, I have. When I was a kid, every time we played Follow the Leader, everyone wanted to be the leader. They wanted to do one of those things that led everyone else around. They wanted to be the one who made all the choices, and all the other players had to follow him. And it was amazing that no one ever wanted just to be the follower. They always wanted to be the leader. You know, it's that way in life also. Many people want to be the leader. They want to tell others what to do, set their path for others, and have other people follow their lead. It is a lot of fun being the leader, but the truth is, if you want to be a good leader, you must learn how to be a follower first. Elisha was a powerful prophet. He was a great leader, but he had to first learn how to be a great follower. Let's look at some of the characteristics of Elisha displayed in order for us to learn what it means to be a faithful follower. This slide, faithful followers are committed. Elisha was a fully committed to Elijah. He followed Elijah through the ups and downs of ministry. Elijah gave Elisha several opportunities to leave him, but Elisha said, "I will not leave you." Even when the other prophets made fun of Elisha, he chose to stick with the leader, Elijah. If you are going to be a faithful follower of God, then you need to make a commitment. There will be many opportunities to quit. Tough times will come. People may even make fun of you for following God. But don't quit. Stay committed to following God. If you do, God will reward you. Another characteristic faithful follower that Elisha displayed was faithful followers are humble. Even when it was getting close to the end of Elisha's time on earth, Elisha remained humble, a humble follower. Remember, when the young group of prophets were teasing Elisha, they said, "Don't you know that your master is about to leave today? Stop following. Come over with us and be the man." But Elisha did not leave Elijah. He did not stop following so that he could become the man. He continued to be faithful and humble. After all of that, do you remember that God did for Elisha? When the chariot of fire came to take Elijah to heaven, the cloak that Elijah wore fell down into Elisha's arms. And at that moment, Elisha went from being a faithful follower to being a powerful prophet of God. He took the cloak and parted the river. From then on, God did some incredible miracles for him and through him. What does that tell you about being a faithful follower? Our next point. Faithful followers receive God's blessing and his power. It is true, when you are faithful as a follower, God can elevate you as a leader. Jesus taught us in Matthew 25 that when you are faithful over a little, God will make you a ruler over much. When you follow God and follow the leaders he has placed in your life, your parents, your pastor, small group leaders, Sunday school teachers, your teachers at school, God will give you his blessing and power. Elisha received a double portion of God's power. He didn't receive this because he was cute or he was special. He received it because he was a faithful follower. And you can follow God. You can follow your spiritual leaders. God can bless you and use you as well. Let's bow our heads to be able to pray right now. God, I ask that you would make our kids a faithful follower. I ask that you would challenge them to be humble, not thinking of them more highly than the other or more highly than they should. Challenge them to commit to God even through tough times. Lord, I pray that they are faithful over the little. And God, you will make them rulers over many. Amen.